Welcome to Ancient Wisdom. Today, we explore a profound truth about our mortality that will completely transform how you live your life. Most people mistakenly believe that death is a distant event, waiting patiently at the very end of our long earthly road. The great Stoic philosopher Seneca offered a radically different perspective, teaching us that death is actually happening to us right now. Every single minute that passes by is a minute claimed by death, never to be returned to you in this realm. Look at the falling sand in an hourglass. That sand represents the moments of your life slipping permanently away forever. We are dying every single day. The time that has already passed belongs to death, not to the uncertain future. This realization should not bring fear, but rather a fierce urgency to stop taking our incredibly precious existence for granted. Time is the only truly limited resource in the universe. Once a second is gone, it is gone forever, without exception. Yet we casually waste our hours on meaningless arguments, endless social media scrolling, and trivial distractions that add absolutely nothing. Whenever you waste your time on something completely useless, you are literally paying for that activity with your own life. Imagine handing over drops of your own blood to purchase anger, resentment, or mindless entertainment. That is exactly what happens. We guard our money and our physical possessions so fiercely, yet we let strangers freely steal our most valuable asset. A wealthy person can always earn more money, but no amount of gold can ever buy back a wasted afternoon. Seneca reminds us that it is not that we have a short time to live, but we waste much of it. If we lived intentionally, a single lifetime is more than enough to achieve greatness and leave a lasting positive mark. The modern world is designed to distract you constantly, pulling your attention away from what truly matters in your existence. Every notification on your phone is a tiny thief, quietly stealing away moments that you could have spent building legacies. We must fiercely protect our time, treating every single hour as a precious gift that demands our utmost careful attention. Consider the concept of courage and character. A short life lived with immense honor is superior to cowardly long existence. History remembers those who stood firmly for their principles, even if their time on this earth was tragically cut very short. Surviving is not the same as truly living. Breathing for 80 years means absolutely nothing if you never were brave. Sometimes the simple act of continuing to live and refusing to give up amidst overwhelming darkness is extreme, incredible courage. True character is forged in the fires of difficulty, where we choose to do what is right despite heavy costs. We often chase after fame and material wealth, desperately hoping these shiny things will somehow grant us eternal, beautiful life. But take a slow walk through any ancient graveyard. Look closely at the fading tombstones covered in silent green moss. Beneath that cold earth, emperors and simple peasants sleep side by side. The billionaire and the beggar share identical fates. All the gold, mansions, and fancy titles in the world cannot bribe the grim reaper or secure a better spot. The fame you desperately seek will eventually be forgotten by future generations, swallowed entirely by the relentless river of time. Everything we possess in this life is merely borrowed. We do not truly own our wealth, our status, or our bodies. When the final moment arrives, we must return all these borrowed items back to the universe, leaving empty-handed. Understanding this profound emptiness of material pursuits liberates us to focus on the only thing that actually matters today: virtue. You can choose to be a good person right now, yet how often do you decide to postpone your goodness?
We tell ourselves that we will be kinder, more generous, and more disciplined someday when circumstances are finally quite perfect. But tomorrow is never guaranteed to anyone. The only moment you truly possess, the only time you can act, is now. Delaying your virtue is a dangerous gamble. You are betting a future you do not own against the present time. Do not wait until you're on your deathbed to suddenly realize that you completely missed the point of living. Start living a life of profound meaning today. Speak that kind word, forgive that old enemy, and pursue your dreams. The ancient Stoics practiced the meditation of remembering death as a daily spiritual exercise to keep their minds incredibly sharp. Keeping death constantly in mind acts as a powerful filter, instantly separating what is truly important from utterly meaningless noise. When you remember your mortality, petty grievances vanish. Why hold on to bitter anger when both you and enemies will perish?
This awareness brings a beautiful clarity to our daily choices, empowering us to say no to obligations that drain energy. Imagine living each day exactly as if it were your very last on Earth. How differently would you treat everyone? You would likely put down your digital devices, look deeply into their eyes, and savor every single precious passing second. You would stop worrying about the trivial opinions of strangers and start focusing entirely on fulfilling your own unique purpose. Let the reality of death awaken you from the sleepwalking state of modern existence. Let it be the ultimate catalyst. We are all participating in a grand, temporary play. Our roles may differ greatly, but the curtain will eventually fall. What matters is not how long the play lasts, but how beautifully and authentically you perform your given worldly role. Some of the most impactful figures in human history died incredibly young, yet their brilliant legacies continue to inspire millions. They understood that intensity of purpose is far more valuable than mere duration of existence. They packed meaning into decades. You have the exact same opportunity right now. You can transform your remaining days into a masterpiece of immense courage. Stop complaining about the things you lack. Instead, cultivate a deep gratitude for the breath currently filling your human lungs. Every morning you wake up is a completely unearned privilege, a fresh blank canvas waiting for you to paint beautifully. Do not let fear dictate your choices. The worst thing that can happen is death, and that is already guaranteed. Knowing the worst outcome is fixed should make you incredibly bold. Take that creative risk, speak your truth, love fiercely. Seneca warned against the tragedy of arriving at the end of life only to discover that you never actually lived. To truly live means engaging deeply with the present moment, embracing both the bitter pain and the sweet human joy. It means leaving behind the comfortable illusions of permanence and stepping bravely into the raw, beautiful vulnerability of mortal conditions. As the sun sets on each day, ask yourself if you spent your limited hours wisely or squandered them foolishly. If you failed today, forgive yourself immediately, but resolve firmly to do better tomorrow, assuming the universe grants another dawn. The philosophy of remembering death is not a dark obsession with graves, but a vibrant, passionate celebration of life today. It is the ultimate antidote to the toxic modern disease of endless procrastination, forcing us to take immediate positive action. Look around you right now. Notice the vibrant colors, feel the cool breeze, and appreciate the simple miracle of breathing. All of this is wonderfully temporary. That very fragility is exactly what makes every single aspect of life breathtakingly beautiful. A plastic flower lasts forever,
but it is dead. A real rose fades quickly, yet its fleeting beauty captivates hearts. Be like the real rose, bloom brilliantly, share your unique fragrance with the world, and accept your inevitable fading gracefully. Your legacy will not be the money you hoarded, but the positive impact you had on the souls around you. Did you lift others up? Did you act with unwavering integrity? These are the only questions that truly matter eventually. We must reclaim our time from the jaws of triviality. We must fiercely dedicate our days to pursuing genuine excellence. The clock is ticking right now. The sand is falling. The shadow of death is slowly moving across the sundial. Do not panic, but do not dawdle either. Move with a calm, deliberate purpose toward the highest vision of yourself. Embrace your mortality as your greatest teacher. Let it strip away all your foolish illusions and reveal the shining truth. You are here for a short time. Make it count. Live so fully that death will tremble when it comes. Thank you for journeying with us through these profound reflections on life, time, and the beautiful necessity of our end. Remember to live deeply and intentionally today. Stay wise, stay courageous, and keep watching Ancient Wisdom for more profound insights.